Hello, I'm Juliet and welcome to part 2 of an urban studies analysis of seongsudong. Previously we talked about what makes seongsudong so appealing as a hip place or like the hot place in Seoul, and today we want to explore the impact of urban rejuvenation and gentrification of the area. I'm gonna just sit in the park. So what I think is that seongsudong has gone through two main stages of development, and the first one was really in the 2000s when, after the place was emptied due to bad business, the government particularly put in quite a lot of effort in rejuvenating the area, so they made triple ST, and in 2018 they even designated seongsudong as like the red brick town. So in a sense you have to preserve the red bricks exterior if you wanted to build something there or repurpose something there. So there is a really concerted effort to retain the look of seongsudong. Because of how central seongsudong is located, I mean it's along line 2 of the Green Line, and also how it's near Hangang, it's near Gangnam, it's near Hongdae, it attracted a lot of footfall and also a lot of businesses who wanted to make use of the cheap rent to enter the place. Led to what we call community-led revitalization, where we see a lot of mixed use popping up in the same area, like cafes, boutique shops, exhibitions, small businesses, alongside the light industrial activities that we see. And I would consider this a kind of like integrated rejuvenation, very community-led, because not only does it preserve the look of the place, they really want to highlight the locality of it, as well as how it's made up of a lot of local small businesses. You feel like this old area has really been injected with new elements, and I think it's really what made seongsudong the hot place. But now I think we're seeing a huge risk of gentrification. And what gentrification is basically a process where the character of a poor urban area is changed by wealthier people moving in, and in doing so they usually improve housing and attract new businesses, but they also usually displace the current inhabitants of the space. And I would say there's two types of gentrification. One is commercial gentrification and residential, and the ones we're used to talking in urban studies usually residential gentrification, where for example places like Harlem, after the middle class realizes that Harlem is quite a good place with relatively cheap rent, they start to occupy it, pushing out the poorer inhabitants of the areas. I would say seongsudong is originally quite commercial to start with, so we see a more of commercial gentrification here. Many of the landlords choose to empty out the shops to rent it out as pop-up store spaces, and you can see in these examples since seongsudong has become such a mecca for pop-up stores, the space is often more lucrative and profitable as a pop-up store area or photo studio or cafe instead of light industrial factory or warehouse. Also, because it's a really good location and cheaper rent compared to, let's say, Gangnam, many big businesses have settled down here as well, like Cube Entertainment, SM, Mushinsa, and the effect of this is so evident. For example, rent has increased by 42% in the Songhonggu area, especially Seongsu, and 90% of handmade shoemaker businesses have actually gone out of business between 2019 and 2022, which is really when Seongsudong really became the hot place. So yeah, there's definitely commercial gentrification going on. But as a visitor of seongsudong, a frequent visitor of seongsudong, you feel kind of put in a dilemma, because on one hand you are contributing to gentrification. I am a gentrifier basically when I visit these places, and I enjoy the new hip things. But also as we see more bigger businesses settle here, pushing out smaller businesses, then you really fear that this place that you like so much becomes standardized and full of the usual things that you can find in every neighborhood. So yeah, should you come, should you not come? And it's really hard to have a solution for it. I believe as long as we can ensure that rent is kept low and that businesses that settle here are more small businesses, local businesses, and businesses native to the area. Again, no answers, just thoughts and questions. Yeah, this ends my seongsudong ramblings. I'm in the middle of a park, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll see.